I suppose I'm tougher than I look. Bloody revolvers. I've got a sunshine somewhere, haven't I?
Well, if it isn't Sally Boyle. Himself is upstairs tinkering.
When will he be?
It's been weeks now. It's a device you left behind. Apparently, it's quite clever and complex.
I just came to buy some chemicals.
Over my cold, dead body.
Fiona.
It's not just borrowing my man while you were here. I could have got over that. It's the ambitions you put into him.
Fiona, I'm sorry.
He wants to be more than a village chemist. How's that, I says? Will you go to London to study to be a doctor? Will you take over Hayworth Labs? She still wouldn't take you back, I says. But you sold him the stars. And now he can't barely see where he's going.
Maybe he liked me because I thought he could be more. Do you ever think of that?
Get out of here. Get out, you witch. And don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out.
Well, she's mellowed. Fiona said Stuart's been working on my old pituitary extractor. Maybe I can get it back from him later, when she's not in the shop. Wait. Harry Cavendish. He still works for the labs, doesn't he? and he owes me a favor. I'll drop by his house. Harry? It's Sally. Sally Boyle.
Just a moment. Just a moment, damn it. I can't get to the door as fast as I used to. Sally Boyle. Well, I haven't seen you in a dog's age.
What happened to your eyes?
Oh, this little thing. Dr. Hughes miscalculated the brominating reaction, and it blew up in my face. Then he convinced Dr. Verloc it was my fault. So I got the sack.
That weasel.
Oh, you don't have to pretend you're interested in the tedious old lab. How's the glamorous life of an experimental chemist?
It's a bit blocked at the moment. Can't get mercury amalgam.
Did you know they vent gallons of it onto Rat Home? Oh, well, you wouldn't. You've moved on to greener pastures.
I'm sorry. I thought Anton knew what he was doing.
Oh, I don't blame you for leaving us all behind. When love fades, you have to move on. Well, I'm sure you'll figure out where to find some amalgam.
Maybe I will. But someone's got to prove it was Dr. Hughes's fault you lost your eyes.
You know, you're right. He could hurt someone else.
Is there any evidence that it was his fault?
You know, now that you mention it, his lab notes. He keeps them in his doctor bag. I bet they're all the evidence I need. Oh, you know what? I bet they'd also tell me how to extract the amalgam you need out of the stuff the lab is piping onto Rat Home.
I'll get you his lab notes.
Here's where he lives. Come back, and I'll tell you where to find the pump outlet.
Don't go anywhere.
Wouldn't dream of it.
I've got my eye on you.
Right-o.
Sorry, mustache.
Nice to see you, Mum.
Odd. Those peepers weren't there before. Why are they trying to keep people out? Gotta learn to give up some possessions, or I'm not gonna win a race with a garden snail. You can't say Dr. Hughes doesn't have a keen sense of style. I'd better be particularly careful in there. If he knows I'm there, it'll get nasty fast.
Marco! Marco! What's that? What's that? What's going on? What's that? What's that? You're only making things worse, really. You're sick, and you need help. Say ah. When you wake up.
This must be the bag Harry wanted.
What's going on? What's that? What's that? Who's there? What's going on? What's that? You've got... Let's see if we can't...
You had this coming. Either I've got the bloody weight of the world on my shoulders, or I need to drop a few things I'm carrying. Quite a sturdy bag. I wonder if Gwen would fit in here. She'd need to be able to breathe, some source of oxygen, and soundproofing in case she starts crying. I bet Lionel could make something like that. Harry? It's Sally. Sally Boyle.
Just a moment. Just a moment, damn it. I can't get to the door as fast as I used to. Did you get Dr. Hughes's bag?
I've got it.
Aren't you Brillo? Well, here's the formula you'll need. You can get to Rathome via the maintenance tunnels. There's a code at the door. It's 1649.
I really am sorry about the accident. I thought Anton had a handle on things.
Well, now we know. Cheerio.
Nasty. I'll need a few things before I go. I can get there from any hatch, now that I've got the code. Fly me to the moon, would you? I am so glad Foggy Jack doesn't live down there.
In the name of the law! You're only making it harder on yourself.
It's not the softest nappy in the world, but it will have to do. I hope these boots were made for walking. Out of the smelly darkness into... well, not that much better. Lovely weather. I half expect to see some horribly mutated Cheshire cat watching me from one of... Where do I get the key card to this? Oh, look, you've been beaten by a girl. What has it got in its pockets? Aha! I was sure Antoine had another lab, but he always said it was my imagination. A lab partner knows.
Please stand by for decontamination. You have been decontaminated. Please proceed into the lab.
What's this keycard doing here? I bet whoever left it was wearing a dress without pockets. Touch me! I feel like a mule carrying all this. And just about as fast, too.
Testing Formula A317. Subject is a downer from the village. Retrieved from the Garden District, September 12, 1964. Tests negative for plague.
We don't matter. Just because we can't take choice. That gives you the right to stop us with plague.
Calm down. This experiment has approval from Dr. Verloc himself.
Stop, Dr. Verloc. Johnny Kingsmill drank your fucking test tube and he was a bloody dead mushroom farm by dawn.
Everybody knows we have to do something. This is something. Look, just drink it down. There's a good girl.
Why don't you drink it? For science!
How did you get out of your guard?
Bottoms up!
Guard! No!
Stand by for decontamination. You have been decontaminated.
I suppose I just shove my canteen in there and hope it doesn't burn my hand off. Full canteen. I hope I'm gonna chuck something in case I need to run.
I won't let anyone take my little girls away.
How do you plan to manage that? You mustn't lie to them.
I'm not.
I said, how do you plan... Lasciati ogni speranza.
Dispose of their
Oh, my nose needs a bath.
don't want to draw a crowd.
Right. Next ingredient, pituitary extract. Stuart Adams was tinkering with my old extractor, wasn't he? Maybe I can buy it back from him. Or borrow it. I could use a bit of money. And I bet Stuart wouldn't mind having a few Sally specials to sell. The old top shelf.
Sally! Oh, you never come by anymore.
Well, Fiona...
Oh, Cerberus. Aye. She's never understood me, Sally. Not like you do.
She mentioned, among other things, that you've improved my extractor. Have you still got my extractor?
I have. Oh, you're going to be very proud of me. It's much quicker now. Might even sting a little less.
You've improved it?
Would you like to test it out?
You sure Fiona won't murder you?
Oh, she barks, but she don't bite. Much.
I'll let you know how it works. Honey pituitary extract from someone who's been exposed to mustard gas. Mikey Forrester's clinic ought to have a patient or two like that. I'll send him a note on the blower. Let's see what Mikey has to say for himself. Someone's upstairs. How'd they get in? Well, General, why didn't you let yourself in?
You didn't answer my knock,
I wasn't home.
and you ought to lock the door. Oh, the memories always come back.
Oh, then you have such dreadful things to remember.
Be nice.
Let me make the bad memories go away.
What on earth is that?
Are you hallucinating? Rainbow has all sorts of crazy side effects.
It couldn't be a cat. Hasn't been a cat since the war.
You are going to love this one.
Couldn't be a baby.
Don't be silly. No one's had a baby in 15 years. Say, ah! Dance with me, Robert.
Shame I won't remember any of this.
You do come here to forget. Ow. Fuck in a bucket. General? Robert? Are you still here? Please don't still be here. He'll forget. He has to forget. No one can know about you, Gwen. Especially not the General. Found someone. Meet usual place. Oh, for heaven's sake, Mikey. You could have just written down the name and sent it up the blower.
You take your joy immediately.
I'm risking my job, you know. Patient records are supposed to be private.
I'm not gonna hurt him. I promise.
I suppose I didn't really want to know the truth.
Don't worry. No one will ever know. Arthur! Arthur Hastings!
Lovely day for it.
You lovely day for it, me, you idiot. It's me! Sally! I knew it was you. I mean, it's another you, the glasses, the hair. You're all dashing now. But the way you look around, all intense like that, I just knew that's Arthur. How the hell are you?
Sally? You look quite stylish.
This ancient thing. I've had it 2 weeks. I'm not even sure it's still in style.
Green and white checked. Your dress. That night you ran out the door and I never saw you again.
That horrible gingham dress. I had to grab something to put on, didn't I? Wait. You're off your joy.
Oh, don't be
Oh, ye
ridiculous.
of little faith. I'd never turn you in. You wouldn't believe what I've got myself into.
I saw Percy. A picture of him. And I remembered the train.
Oh, shit.
I have to go find him. I promised I'd take care of
How are
him.
you going to get out? Do you even have a letter of transit?
Absolutely. On my desk, in the city. I've been living in the Garden
The
District.
Garden District?
Off the scraps of our former civilization.
God. I could help you. I do... know General Bing.
Oh, the General. You always did have a knack for making helpful new friends.
You still hate me.
Yeah, well, I've only been wondering for the past 14
We were
years.
16!
Could you?
Because he took me in when my mum died. Because he was so generous. Because he said he loved me. I don't know. Some things just happen whether you want them to or not. We were so close. The two musketeers. Remember?
You know how we used to sit on the swings by the Crash V1? These days I spend a lot of time there, remembering.
Look. It's a horrible, terrible world out there, and no matter how clever and brave and fierce you are now, you'll need a letter of transit to get into the Emerald City.
I've missed you for 14 years. I think I can escape Wellington Wells without your help. And I definitely don't want any favours from your latest friend.
Arthur! Well, there's your answer, darling. Arthur hasn't forgotten you. Shit. Colonel Lawrence. Wasn't he the hero of Ramsgate? I mean, of course, he's been exposed to mustard gas. He was in the Great War. I do need his pituitary extract. I guess I'll have to pay him a visit. Sometime.
You take your joy immediately.
I wonder if it'd be bad to give you gin when your teeth comes in. My mum always said she knew I'd go wrong because of the way I cried for gin when I was a baby. Yes, darling. Mummy was precocious. Someday, When you have teeth, you'll be able to eat Mummy's cooking. I know what you're thinking, but I'm a very good cook. Though my mum complained I never followed a recipe. I was always inventing my own. Alright, I did blow up one cake. I never heard the end of it, did I? Well, you and I will cook up such lovely meals when we're in the countryside.
Need to get around. Do you have trouble identifying the people in your house? Yet they seem quite friendly and affectionate. Do you find... Your environment doesn't quite match the one in your memory. Well then...
I bet I can just walk right on in.
Sorry, I'm very busy. The family is in mourning, and will be shortly. With any luck.
I've come with the Colonel's prescription.
Prescription? What does he need with medicine? He's dying. No thanks. I know you're a clever chemist and all, but he's very old, and we've decided to let nature take its course.
Oh, it's not a cure? You can't cure old age, can you? This is really just to help ease the way. Help him sleep.
Wouldn't mind if he slept a bit more. Always ringing that goddamn bell. All right, I'll give him the pills.
I'm afraid it goes in the other end.
I suppose you'd like to administer it.
I can do that. I understand that the family is sometimes uncomfortable.
Great. Well, up you go.
No! It's in the will. We agreed.
That was before you pissed on the Sheraton sofa.
I did not. It was Edmund.
Honor? Regina? No. Is it? Is that you, Hope? I thought you were gone on holiday. They've been beastly to me, your sisters.
I'm sorry, Papa.
They're waiting for me to die. I'm surprised I haven't woken up with a pillow over my face.
How horrible. You survived artillery and mustard gas, but your daughter's your enemy now.
You're not Hope, are you? Who are you? Who? Honor! Regina! Help!
This will only sting a little. I hope. You deserve better. We don't have a lot of heroes. Alright. I have my pituitary extract and my amalgam. I need to replace the safrole and the mephedrone. How do I get those?
Figures. Your rabbit peed on my books. And then you let the snake eat him.
The
Uncle
odious
Edward
McLear
bought
sisters.
you another.
You murdered Mopsy!
You're just cross because Uncle Edward loved me more.
Did he more like? Dared me.
What?
Sally Boyle! What a lovely bunch of nonsuches. From your mum's garden? But she's crying.
Can you make me different? I want to be different.
But you are different.
She means like everyone else.
I'm supposed to care about dresses and dances, and all I can think about are rockets and chemicals. Can you give me something to make me silly?
For a couple of hours, I dare say. Shush! You don't have to care about dresses and dances. You just have to pretend to. Your mother told you to always tell the truth, didn't she?
The lies they tell children.
But you ladies don't care about dresses, do you?
But I love dresses.
Keep to your chemicals. For later.
Later? Later when?
Things change.
What do you mean? Do you know something? Where did you all go?
You take more joy, and then you forget that you've taken that, and
The weird
so
sisters.
on, so on, and so on.
They're always making potions and things out of herbs. I bet they could help me.
You will take your joy immediately.
Thanks. Mrs. Tamlin Goggin, thank you very much for writing.
English cleverness, English patience, and English fortitude. But why you want more details, but you did want more, you get a wonderful
Superior in your fancy clothes and all.
Is the place still secret? Secret and swept and deep. Who will call the maiden? 'Tis time. 'Tis time. She comes.
Hello? Nimue? Vivienne Morgals? How do they do that?
All hail, Sally Boyle, mistress of alchemy. All hail, Mistress Boyle, who knows the secret of maternity. All hail, Mistress Boyle, who seeks the other shore.
I keep forgetting. You know my secret.
This potion will help your daughter sleep. She won't get hungry as quickly.
I don't know that I believe in magic.
What else is left to believe in? The potion isn't magic. It's herbalism. Your mum knew herbs pretty well, didn't she?
Yes. Especially what you can do with foxglove. In fact, I came here for some ingredients I need for some... well, drugs.
Have you tested magic and proved it wanting? Or have you simply assumed that what you don't understand can't be true?
I suppose I haven't tested it.
Then do this, if you like. We place our sacrifices in a chest in the wilds. I'll put the place on your map. Put some bricks in the chest and say this prayer.
Bricks?
See what comes of it, and then return.
But about my ingredients?
We'll help you with what you want, but first, learn what you need. You don't even know what that is.
Before the learner attains wisdom, the teacher has the right to give several tasks.
Several.
That's how it works, yes?
All right. When will I see you three again?
When you know what is unknown.
Anon, anon.
Oh. Of course the lads are here. Mustn't let the birds go thinking they can do things by themselves.
Hold on. No need to get monstrous regiment of women! Ye shall not suffer a wish to live! We're not scared of you! We'll have no witches here, thank you!
We've come to the end of our time! We've come to the end of our time! You can't just call it a victory. Whoa! A victory's when you win. Eat be meat. They're not coming back. Don't eat it. They're never coming back. You'll be meat. Remember the 5th of November. Plywood and paper mache. Plywood and... paper mache! Supper's over! Who will guard the Guardians? Who will guard this?
Roll, B-meat! Roll, B-meat! They're not coming back! They're never coming back!
We've come to the end of our time! We've come to the end of our time! You'll feed meat! Good!
She is loud and stubborn, her feet abide, and not in her house. There we go. 5 bricks. Now I just say this prayer. Goddess, lighten my burden. Give me the strength to carry what I must, so I no longer need the strength of others. Goddess, I dedicate these bricks to you. Blessed be. All right. Huh? That's it? That's strange. I do feel stronger. Maybe because I'm not carrying around a ton of bricks. I guess I should talk to the weird sisters again.
Did you say the prayer?
I sort of feel stronger, actually. I think I can actually carry a bit more. You can't prove it's magic, though. What if it's psychosomatic?
So what if it is? You're still feeling stronger.
I'd rather you taught me about herbs. I need them for the drugs I have to make.
Patience. You are close to the learning you seek.
Our henge has been occupied.
The old stone circle? The wedding party stones?
There's ancient power there.
The sacred circle has been polluted. If you can clear it, then we'll teach you about the herbs you need.
Well, that sounds sort of fun and righteous. Why not?
But if the war's over, why did...
better way to eat a banana if I could get one.
It's getting dark sooner every evening. Home, James. All off. Okay, dirty girl. Time to get clean. Here comes the airplane. Where shall we wander today? I don't actually like long walks.
Do you think it's sweet enough?
Why don't you taste it? Seriously, you won't die from just a smidge. It'll just make everything burn a little brighter, is all. Back at the house, we'll give everybody a huge cup of it.
It doesn't hurt when we free our souls from their fleshy prisons, does it?
I think your heart races for a bit, and then off we go to the ethereal plane.
Why don't we use hemlock? Like how Socrates killed himself.
Nothing more we can do
Hemlock
for
doesn't hurt at all.
My God. They're brewing poison.
Because we already made 2 big batches of ditch slacks. Can you imagine if we came back to the Reverend Father with a big bowl of hemlock now? He'd laugh at us. Might not even let us come along on the sacred journey.
I'll just keep stirring then.
All our questions will be answered once we're no longer in the prison of our bodies. That's what he said, right?
It's some sort of suicide cult. I'm not gonna let them poison a whole bunch of people. Now I've got to get rid of this poison. I didn't know where else to go. I'm sorry.
Did he lock you out? You're here for Rue, I imagine.
Rue? Why the hell would I need Rue?
She's not...
That's an abortifacient.
Oh!
I'm not pregnant. I can't be. Joy's a contraceptive.
The regular kind is.
Oh, God. I'm such an idiot.
You have a lot to think about. If you keep it...
Then we'll help you as much as we can. But you'll need to be very brave, dear.
Much braver than if you don't. Nothing much to fuss about, I guess. What was that?
We're not a bloody bed and breakfast, are we? So get out! Cry havoc!
Don't eat meat! Don't eat it!
You can't eat gardenias. You can't eat petunias.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Stop making on poo rot!
You're beaming.
Who will guard the guard? I wouldn't paper mache. I wouldn't paper mache. They're not coming back. They're never coming back.
Oh, baby, I wouldn't do this for anybody else.
What was that? Who's there? Who's there?
What was that?
Who's there? What was that? What was that? Who's there?
Follow the yellow brick road. Well, that was tedious. Sometimes I wonder about your granddad. Why your grandmum gave him the suit. She didn't want him to suffer. Or she didn't want him to hate her.